join me at Thruxton Motor Circuit. So I'm going to be driving the MK4 Focus ST, a Renault Megane RS trophy thing, and hopefully a Ford Mustang 5 litre. So that should be quite cool. As you can see, it's so eerie. Car's proper like icy, as you can see. I'm next to a Alpine A110. What do you think of that? I mean, it's so eerie here. I do like them. You got a Porsche there. Yeah, pretty cool. The Focus STs and stuff are over there. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, I've never been, to be fair, never been to Thruxton, so looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll share what I can. So one of the cars that I drove was this Trophy R, and well, I'll show you in a bit. That one in the white, it was just unbelievable with kind of the spec. But I kind of want to talk a little bit about like this Alpine A110S, which I drove as well, which was a bit of a surprise. It was such a brilliant car to drive, and yeah, just a car that I can just so highly recommend, particularly on track. Really, really lightweight, really gave me a great alternative to the Porsche Caymans, which I've driven so much and I love so much. But this video is generally about the MK4 Focus ST, a car that I've been really interested to drive. It has the 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine from the Focus RS, but slightly detuned. It felt plenty powerful enough. I'll be honest, on track, it didn't feel like a track car. It felt like very much a road car. I think the RS is probably more dealt for the track. It looks good. I liked how the exhausts were a bit industrial and real. The colour's quite cool. It's quite bold and out there. And yeah, it was a really good car to drive. But I've got some sort of negatives a little bit about fast forwards, which I'll go on to a little bit later. This car was really well spec'd actually, as I'll go on to later as well. The venue was pretty cool. Thruxton, never been there before. You know, it was a proper foggy day. The course was really fun and really high speed actually. You got up to about 130 miles an hour in that Focus. So yeah, pretty good. The inside of the Focus ST, that's what it looks like. Really, really nice. Really loads of light with that pan roof. That's an ST3 fully spec'd, I'd recommend. There's the bit of the Trophy R, which you can see here. So basically, it costs about 50 grand new. It has no back seats, has a roll cage, has bucket seats, has an Akrapovic exhaust, has the shortest shifting manual gearbox you'll ever seen, and an Alcantara wheel as well, 3 pedals. And the moment I drove it, he said, "You will miss gears." And I was like, oh, I've driven manuals, I've got a manual R, really? And literally the moment I set off, I was like, geez, it was so tight and so short, but it was one of the most fun and engaging cars I've ever driven in my life. And for that to be a little hatch is just brilliant. I love everything about it, and I'm a big fan of the Trophy R. Yeah, proper lightweight, proper fun, proper agile, and a great car, and sounded pretty good as well for a 71 plate car too. There's a little bit of like a high speed passenger ride, which I'll kind of leave and let you lot listen to.
Now for this band, again, as we approach it, such a fraction quicker, all I'm doing is a light touch of brakes. Again, exactly the same lines. Okay, and just using every bit of track. And this is, if you want to do more driving, just the next phase we go to approach speeds a little bit higher, so your braking potential more in various corners.
my kind of little final summary, little bit around the Focus ST, the Mark IV. You know, it's a car that I was really sort of looking forward to trying, actually, because I've kind of felt like fast Fords have kind of been missing something recently. And, you know, certainly for me, when I was sort of particularly getting into my YouTube channel as well in 2017 and being a car enthusiast since pretty much as long as I can remember, age of 4 or 5, basically, fast Fords have always been within me. And, you know, I loved the Mark 7.5 Fiesta ST. I had it for 4 years, and then I actually got the Golf R, which you may or may not have heard of on my channel, my Mark 7. And since then, other than the Focus RS, which unfortunately nowadays is very much overpriced, I haven't really seen Ford bring anything new to the table in the performance world, and I was kind of expecting a little bit more. It's certainly not RS worthy, put it that way. I know there's an ST edition which gives you like extra like suspension, which is basically like KW suspension, I believe, which probably would improve things. I don't know if it'd be RS level though, if I'm honest. Yeah, so a little bit, yeah. I love fast Fords, and I think I always will do, but heading into the future, particularly since probably 2016, you know, I'm really struggling with them, unfortunately. And yeah, that's just kind of the way it is, which I never thought I would say, to be honest with you. To be honest, on that day, because the Alpine A110S and the Trophy R was so good and very, very much more track focused and engaging and slightly lighter weight as well, it should be added, they sort of obviously overshadowed the Mark IV Focus ST. So I think it's a great road car, and certainly an ST free spec with the pan roof and everything, it was great. The seats particularly were really hugging as well. It was a good car in that regards, and with some deals that you can get from Ford, it's a really good alternative hot hatch, 280 horsepower. I mean, we're doing 130 miles an hour. I'm going to go back there and try the 5-litre Ford Mustang, because I really want to give that a go on track just to see what it's like. But I hope that gives you some sort of little bit of an insight around the Mark IV Focus ST, and from the clips, particularly from the high-speed driving from a professional driver, you know, you can see what the car is actually capable of, what the limits are of it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I just love these kind of things. I'm a big car nut, as you can probably gather. Yeah, I do love sharing these little experiences, and I'd recommend anyone to do them, because it's such a much more better alternative than getting yourself caught up in trying to buy the latest car every few months. Give it a like if you've enjoyed the video. Been driving so much, and that Trophy RS is just unreal.